What up, everybody? Tuesday night, Superugly Show. We're here. 5 after 7. I mean, that's got to be some kind of,
It's early now.
It's early for us lately. With Rich helming the show, 7:45, 8 o'clock start. We're supposed to be started at 7:30.
Sounds good.
I even had to show up at like 5:30. Had it ready to go. People could have, said
When did
their
he say he
reminders.
wasn't coming?
He had a family thing, something with his daughter. I think she had a chorus concert or something like that. So, but of course tells me last minute as usual. What are you going to do? So, of course, the lifesaver, the showstopper, Johnny,
I'm going to try.
takes over the big man's seat.
I'm going to try.
We're here. It's Tuesday. We got to do a show because, as everybody knows with Mr. Tuesday Night, yours truly, the show must go on. No matter what, there's always something on Tuesday night for these people. Very rarely, very, very rarely, is there nothing on a Tuesday night for us. I think out of 270 shows, it's maybe happened.
Twice, maybe. Once.
Let's be realistic. Maybe at most 5 times.
Yeah.
At most. And a few of those are because of vacations.
Yeah. And you still try to do it. I mean, from the past.
Well, the one
in.
in my wedding, you guys did a show, and I tried calling in, but my internet was shoddy in Jamaica.
Yeah.
And then that was the honeymoon. The week we were in hedonism, I think we didn't do one. That's one of them. And
Like recently.
when me and Jess went away,
Yeah, you didn't do it.
I didn't do
Like a
it.
holiday or something.
Yeah, there was something. but-
Texas,
Texas, that's what it was. And I think I missed 2 weeks for that.
maybe.
I think so. I think we missed 2 weeks for that. But either way, we're here. We're always here, so it is what it is. What are you doing, John? You got anything you want to talk about? Anything new in your life?
Nah.
Nothing.
No, same shit. Let's talk about this fight.
Oh, I always forget. Who was it? Logan or Jake?
I don't even know.
We'll just say Paul,
Yeah.
okay? Paul versus Mayweather. If you paid for this, you're a mark. You're a rube. You're a sucker. That's what you are. You're fucking Jack with the magic beans. You're just an idiot. You're an absolute moron. Anyone who paid for it, and I don't care if, you get mad at me or not. I just think you're an absolute fool for supporting this. For one, it was a complete work. The whole thing.
Yeah,
We may as well have been watching wrestling or...
Yeah.
Because that's all it was. It was a complete...
It actually might have been better than when they worked the Mayweather Big Show thing.
Oh, absolutely, because
Right.
that was wrestling, though. It was better when they did Conor and Mayweather.
Yeah.
Because Conor's an actual fighter.
Yeah.
And he was coming over from MMA, and he's exciting.
Yeah.
Jake Paul is very easily hateable. So is his brother. You just want to hate them. You're like, fuck these
Yeah.
guys. The weird thing to me is everybody hates them, but they keep dishing out money to watch
I
them
don't
fight
get it.
people. And that's my point. I'm like, stop doing it because then it'll stop happening.
They got to lose, and then that's it. It's got to stop.
Well,
They're
someone
gonna
on
fucking
Twitter,
kill 'em.
after the fight was over, I had posted something. I posted a picture of Mayweather and just put disgrace. His legacy is now tarnished as far as I'm concerned. You go into a fight with a kid, he's 0-1, 0 boxing experience. I don't care if you're off for 3 years. You're Floyd Mayweather. You're only 44, I think he is.
Yeah.
You're still in great shape.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you're Floyd Mayweather. That kid should have been finished within 30 seconds. The fact that he carried that kid for 8 rounds, first of all, tells you what a work it is.
Oh, yeah.
There's no word.
As soon as they came with those rules the week before, you knew you were like, fuck, this is fucking
Well, that's
stupid.
when I was reading them. I was like, then what's the point?
It's like,
Then what's the point?
no one's getting knocked out. You knew it, and it was just going to go the whole round to get everybody's money's worth.
I thought we were actually going to see a fight, though. They barely threw punches. If there was 100 punches thrown between the two of them, I'd be surprised.
Now, did he hit him did he knock him out, did you think? First?
No, that kid wasn't out.
He wasn't out, though, right?
They're making too much of that. He got hurt.
He held him up.
He felt it. I've been there where you get rocked with a boxing glove.
He held him up, right? Did you think he held him up for a second?
That kid looked like he still had his legs. He didn't look wobbly.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't see anything like that. He just got caught. He got caught. Here's what happens that people don't understand if you've never been hit with a boxing glove. When you get hit with a boxing glove, it rattles your brain inside of your skull where you actually feel it.
Yeah.
It's not a feeling you feel anywhere else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when it happens, it's very fucking weird. And when you get rocked, easiest way to describe it is like a cartoon where they see the stars.
Yeah.
And that's really the best because that's what it is. Like it's not a blackout, but there's like a flash of like
No, you see stars.
your brain
You
going.
see stars.
That's not like
you do see stars.
you see shit.
Like weird stuff springing on the
yeah,
head.
like if you rub your eyes too much. You ever do that?
Yeah.
And you open them.
You see sparklies.
It's
like
kind of
flying
like
around.
that.
Like sky.
Except now your brain was just rattled, and you're kind of like, I don't like that at all. So I think that's just the case.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was. He got hit by a professional, a real fighter.
Yeah.
Someone who knows what the fuck he's doing.
Yep.
And he was like, oh, wow, that was new to me. So, but the whole thing is, it went 8 rounds. Like,
Yes.
there's no real world where Floyd Mayweather, really boxing,
Would have went 8 rounds.
goes 8 rounds
Right.
with this nobody.
Right.
You know, like I said, someone on Twitter after the fight wrote on my post and goes, well, who won? And I just wrote, the sport of boxing lost.
Yeah.
That's all you need to know. The sport of boxing lost. Boxing used to be the most prestigious, most coveted title
Yeah.
in the world. Not just America, in the world. When people like Ali held
Yeah.
Foreman,
I get
Frazier,
it.
Joe Louis, Marciano. It was such a coveted and special title that no matter what, if you lost it, you're always champ.
Yeah.
You're champ. It's like being president.
Yeah.
Like think about Mike Tyson during that era in the late 80s, early 90s. There was nothing more exciting than a Mike Tyson fight
Right.
night. Your grandmother would be like, "Oh,
Yeah,
we're gonna watch the fight."
no,
Your aunt, people who never watched a boxing match in their life,
Yeah.
would watch a Mike Tyson fight, and that's what boxing did. Now, what they've done with it, and it's Floyd Mayweather's fault. It's all about money. It's all about a show. It's not about who's the better boxer.
Right.
It's just who can we make money with.
They're like, did that make more money than a boxing match has been?
I read that kid only made $250,000 for the fight,
Yeah.
and then he gets 10% of the pay-per-view and whatever else. But from what I could tell, that place wasn't sold out. There was a lot of empty seats in that
Really?
building. Yeah, and during the prelims, I'm like, all right, everyone's just waiting for the main event. The main event came. They did an overhead shot of the stadium,
It was empty.
maybe half filled, but sporadically all spread out. So you would see whole sections empty. You saw floor seats where the first 10 rows, how floor seats are like 10 rows and then space, then another 10. That other 10 was empty.
Was any stars there? Did you
I
notice?
saw Holyfield, Terrell Owens. I think that was it. But I wasn't paying attention to anything up until,
yeah.
Chad Ochocinco fighting. Like, why is he there? This is what I'm talking about with boxing. They've ruined this sport. And I get it. They need to do other things to compete with UFC. UFC is just more exciting to watch.
Yeah.
It just is. But boxing now has become a purist thing. And you're alienating the people who really love the sport.
Yeah.
And those are the only people left.
Yeah.
So when you start pushing us away, it's like you have no one left.
Right,
No one's
right,
going to be watching
right.
because we're the only ones watching.
No,
now.
yeah.
It's like wrestling. The only people watching wrestling today are avid wrestling fans.
Yeah.
You don't have casual viewers anymore.
No.
There's none. There's no casual
No.
viewers. Wrestling is wrestling fans.
Right.
And they're doing the same thing where they're pushing people away, whether it be either company.
Oh,
Both
yeah.
companies
No,
do
definitely.
things where
I totally agree with you.
you look at them and go, why would anyone watch
I
this?
totally agree with you. That's what I said. I said they all guys are arguing. I said they all suck. There's nothing to grow me in the watch time.
Dude, AEW under 500,000
I know that was
people.
bad. They should never move to a fucking. That's a late time.
Well, everyone's blaming the NBA. And I wrote underneath one post, I go, dude, the NBA has driven away most of its audience.
Yeah.
The NBA has record low viewership. Like,
10 o'clock's a bad on a Friday. That's
not for wrestling fans, it's not. It's actually a great
I watch
spot.
it, but I have nothing
Dude,
to do.
People watched ECW at Saturday night at 1 in the morning.
I know.
There's no bad spot for wrestling if it's good. Wrestling fans will come.
But it's I don't
Monday
know.
night, ready? When Raw first started, Monday night belonged to one thing and one thing
Oh yeah,
only.
wrestling.
No,
What?
Monday Night Football.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So when Vince decided I'm going to do wrestling, I'm sure there was tons of people going, "Are you You're
No,
going
yeah.
to compete
Yeah,
with
yeah,
Monday
yeah,
Night
yeah.
Football? Are you crazy?"
He did. Yeah.
And for a while, it was just there.
Yeah.
Then the Attitude Era came.
Right.
And they were, I don't know if they were beating Monday Night Football, but they were probably competing with it pretty strongly at that point.
Uh-huh.
And you look at that and you go, all right, well, hindsight,
Yeah.
it was a good idea on Vince's part. Now we're at 30 years of Monday Night Raw, and the show stinks. It's pretty much unwatchable,
Yeah.
but it's still there, and it's still doing a million and a half live.
Yeah.
Because I know how the AEW guys love to go, well, the DVR bumps it up to this.
It's still viewers.
And when it comes to that, I go, that's inaccurate, because the same people that are watching it live are also DVRing it.
Yeah.
Just in case something happens or you miss something. So half of those DVR numbers are the same numbers as the live viewership.
Yeah.
So that's an inaccurate thing. I thought because some idiot wrote that today when he was blaming the NBA also. And I go, the NBA has nothing to do with how poorly AEW is doing on Friday. We're the people that were watching it on Wednesday because every Wednesday it's the same number. So now they move it to Friday. That number shouldn't change. Those people aren't doing anything. They're not doing it. You look at the crowd at AEW, they're the scourge of the fucking earth. They're
it's kind of like an ECW.
Yeah,
I mean,
but even
less
nerdier.
passionate. Yeah.
Even ECW crowd would beat the shit out of an AEW crowd easily. Easily.
Yeah.
And be outnumbered probably 3-1 and still fuck them up.
I just think Friday's a horrible time.
SmackDown always did good.
Yeah.
And there's another point where I go, well, SmackDown did it. And,
I think
they still do it.
I think they're all horrible.
SmackDown's the most watched wrestling show out right now.
It's a little bit better than the Raw.
Because
in
of
my
Roman.
opinion.
Because of Roman.
Because it's the only thing they focus
Come on, you
on.
gotta tell me you love him, don't you?
No.
You always hated him?
Can't get into him.
But,
He was good for about a month, and then it's just totally dragged out. He just not played that part.
dude, last week when he goes, Jimmy J, he was like, what's the difference? Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like things like that.
Well, the Heyman putting him in is the best thing because he writes everything for him. You know what I mean?
Having Heyman there.
And he's gotten a lot better.
But lately I'm like, why is Paul there? Because he's really not doing much.
Lesnar's coming back. So I don't know what
That's what they're saying
do.
for SummerSlam.
They're definitely going
For him and Lashley.
They have to. They're
Everyone's
for
like, I want that match. That's a dream match.
How
I'm
do
like,
you know?
Well,
No, you know what I'm saying? It looks good on people.
well,
but it might be
my thing is when
fucking
you get
garbage.
two guys built like that, 8 out of 10 times turns out to be a bust.
No,
It's
and-
usually not good.
And Lesnar works better with small guys. 'Cause he
Or
gets
guys that aren't as big as Bobby Lashley.
Yeah.
Like when him and Goldberg did great their second
Yeah.
match. Their second match was fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
The one that actually went a little bit.
Yeah.
You know? But their first match, it wasn't a bad match. It's just the crowd was like, fuck you, both.
They knew they were leaving.
Yeah, they were like, eat a bag of dicks, both of you. So, but yeah, AEW. Their last pay-per-view, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Sammy Guevara,
He's great. He's going to be good.
he earned
man.
my respect.
He's
where I'm
going to
like,
be so
I like
good.
this
That's
kid.
why I actually watch it, is that guy.
Yeah.
Because I know he's going to be good.
He's great. I really enjoyed him a lot. Like after the pay-per-view was over, he was the one guy that stuck out where I was like, all right.
Even the
I like this
first
kid.
match they had against whatever, and they had the stupid fall.
No, the Bucks. The first one. But
He was the main guy in that.
he steals the show every time he's
good.
in there.
He's a little dude, but he's good.
He
He's
stole it
tough
at
dude.
the War Games thing too that they did.
I like the War Games thing, but
It was all right.
cheesy.
It just didn't make any sense the way they did it. Like it was really weird. I forget the rules exactly, but I didn't like the way they had the people come in and out. It wasn't the same as War Games. It was slightly changed, and I didn't like the fact that they were outside of the cage. The whole point of War Games is we built this huge thing to keep all of you in here.
Yeah.
You know, so but that's little shit. The opening match with the Bucks and
I just hate them.
Moxley and the other guy, the Spanish dude from New York.
Yeah.
What the hell's his name?
Kingston?
Eddie Kingston. That guy's great on the mic. Looks like a bag of shit.
I know. He looks like
He
he
just
looks
looks-
on a pizza plate.
Yeah, he looks like some
What do you
guy
want?
I know from Queens. You know, like he just who's works.
He's
on
really
a
good
truck
on the mic. He's really good on the
One of
mic.
the
He's
best in
natural
the-
shit.
in the entire wrestling industry. He's probably top 5 on the mic.
He's good.
If not top
That's what I
3.
say. He's good.
You know, you got MJF. I put over him. I'd put Jericho. Moxley, I hate. I hate him.
It's too much.
He seems he's not genuine.
It's too much.
Like I can see through his character. It's forced. Like it's not who he is. Like I don't care what people tell me. I know his CCW background. I feel like it's just forced though. Like I watch him and I
It's
go,
too much. Like they change it to wild thing. It's just like let it. I don't know. It's too much. He's like the guy they force. I don't think he's bad, but I don't think like I don't know. I'd rather see the guy Sammy do like be the top dude.
Lashley doesn't draw. Sammy Guevara needs a better haircut. See, that's what I like. But see, he's a heel though, and things like that make you dislike him. So you know, keep the hair.
Who? Oh,
Guevara.
Are they heels now? Or I don't even know.
They're kind of turning into the NWO, where they were heels, and now like the inner circle is becoming the cool thing.
I think they should, when those guys got fired, they should have like Braun and all those. They should have them. They're going to sign those guys.
Why? See, with Strowman, AEW doesn't know how to use big men.
No,
they bring in big men, they build them up, and then they immediately lose to fucking Darby Allin.
They need a big guy.
They have one, Brian Cage, and he jobs out to everybody.
And he's actually like
he's great. He's athletic.
He moves like crazy,
dude.
Even all the stuff, he was incredible.
I can't imagine him staying there long. The problem with that company, and here's where their downfall is going to be, is it's a friends thing. Like you got the Bucks who are vice presidents. You got Omega who's part of the corporate team. You got, and they're always going to worry about them and their friends. So if you're someone else, we're going to use you, but.
You know what the problem is with that too? Like they'll put guys on, and if you don't watch, like Raw, you could come in like a month later after watching it, and you know what's going on. If you miss like 2 weeks, you have no fucking idea what's going on.
You can miss 1 week. They jump all over the place.
And I like my guys. Who is? I said I don't know. I don't know half the guys. I like how they push the young guys, but I'm entertained by it.
Like the kid who fought Dustin Runnels at the end of AEW last week. No, not Cody, his brother. This big, huge jack guy.
Oh, yeah.
He looks like a shorter Bruiser Brody.
Right, I know you're talking about.
That guy should not have lost to fucking Dustin Runnels. That guy should go over. He's a beast.
I think even the kid,
Cody.
I think he's good, but I think it's just too much.
And also, you should be the guy getting people over. You shouldn't be putting yourself over.
And I think in the beginning he was doing that, and they were like, he's doing it too much. I don't know.
He was doing that so when he started doing what he's doing now, he can go, well, look what I did in the back of that. Look what I was doing back there.
I think they shouldn't even be on TV.
And they all did that. They all held off for a little bit.
Yeah.
And now Omega's champ.
Yeah.
The Bucks are tag champs.
Yeah.
They've gone through everybody now that they beat Kingston and Moxley. Who else is left now? Nobody.
I don't even know.
They beat every team.
Did you see the Andreas guy came out?
He doesn't speak English.
And
that's a problem.
I know. That's what I probably would hope.
That's a problem.
He has such a good look.
He's got a great look.
And he's good in the ring.
Yeah, but the not speaking English thing,
that always kills him.
It's going to kill anybody.
I know.
Because no matter what, you're always going to be a heel. You're not going to get over as a face because you're foreign. And that's just the way wrestling fans are programmed. And you can't do a promo.
Yeah, she's got us. I mean, it's smart putting them with her, but even her. They use WWF shit like, how is he screaming?
She came out with the excuse me. I would have thought WWE would have had some kind of trademark or something on that.
Say it once, not 50 times. Do something different. It's all this. It's all shit. I watch it because I don't watch Raw. I can't.
I forget about it. I DVR it every week, and then I'll go on my DVR. I see it there. I fast forward through it. My daughter wants to see Alexa Bliss, so we watch that part always. But it's not good. MVP's great.
Oh,
MVP is so underrated in my eyes, even in ring. Even back in the early 2000s when he first started. I watched that kid and I was like, this kid is great.
He did something supposedly with Kofi the other day, and it was good. Like
he had Kofi questioning.
He should have them turn.
Well, they've been together for way too long.
They got to do something different
for way too long, and Kofi needs to now start either taking the ball and running with it, or start getting people over, because he's at that point of his career where either you're going to be the locker room leader and you're going to hold the belt, and you know what I mean, and they'll see something in you. Because I feel like he can be a good champion.
He's good. He's entertaining. No matter. I mean, I'm not. You can watch his matches. He's entertaining.
Oh, his matches are phenomenal.
Always.
He's like AJ. Yeah. You put him with anybody, he's going to have a good match. It doesn't matter. He's all right on the mic. Sometimes I hear things and I go, it was kind of forced. But that could be worked on. But he needs to start doing something else. He needs to turn on the other guy. The other guy, once it's over for him.
Oh, yeah, that guy's just in the mix of whatever.
Same with Big E. Like when they took Big E
they should
away,
be pushing that guy, I think, because he's talented.
Oh, Big E?
Yeah.
I don't like his face.
I don't like the way I don't like his joking around.
He's big. He's good. He's athletic. He's good in ring. I don't like his face. There's something about his face I just don't like.
He makes stupid faces half the time.
No, just his regular face.
His haircut's dumb.
He kind of reminds me of Debo. Like a little bit like Debo, he reminds me of. There's just something about his face. I just don't like him. But yeah, back to MVP. That guy.
Yeah, it's good.
He's amazing.
You watch stuff and you don't appreciate it. Back then, you watch it now. Some stuff and you're like, it's like
he's a modern day Paul Heyman.
Yeah, he's good.
Dude, I was watching Survivor Series '98. Tina wanted to watch wrestling, so I put that on. And it's so funny to hear things like Val Venus going for the money shot, or I came and I came again.
They couldn't get away with anything.
It was crazy the shit they were doing back then. Like, it was bananas. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, I came and I came again.
Yeah.
Money shot is the name of a move. Money shot is when a guy comes on a girl's face.
Yeah, that was his move.
And that's a thing. Like, it was crazy the way they just
His video was like a thing fucking like.
Yeah, the drill. I remember that. But yeah. Yeah, but today's product, it's they cater to the marks too much. They listen to the marks too much, and they listen to Meltzer and Alvarez, and they try to please those people. And it's like, yeah, great, you're pleasing 2% of the audience. Whoever that was, call back. No, you're going to have to put Richie's earphones on. Whoever that was, give us a call back. It's, sorry, I'm over here reaching like an idiot. So if you're watching us, call back. If not, sorry, we missed your call. But Marco Stunt is better than Marco Stunt. That guy's the absolute worst. Like, he has no business being anywhere in a wrestling ring. That little guy that with Jungle Boy and the dinosaur guy.
See, they're high on. I could see them being high on Jungle. I think Jungle Boy's talented, but he's small.
I like him in the ring.
He's fucking good in the ring.
He needs to bulk up. I like him a lot,
he's
actually.
Too fucking small.
He impresses me in the ring, and it's very hard to do that nowadays because we grew up in a time where everything was born.
He's good. I watched anything the other night. I'm like, he's fucking good.
He is good.
That's the guy that he has to be good. They just pushed him to win that battle royal. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but he's not gonna win.
That fucking. But his gimmicks, but it's for kids. That'll be for kids.
No, but he won't win, and that's my point. Like, they put themselves in a corner where Omega already beat all the top guys.
Yeah. So I mean,
he beat all the top guys. Yeah. The Bucks beat every fucking team.
Yeah.
So it's like, where do they go now?
I can't stand those guys.
Where do you go?
They're good, but I'm not. They need to disappear for a while.
Super ugly. Hello. Hello.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's going on?
What's going
Hey,
on?
guys been?
We've been good. Who's this?
It's Bill. Calling back.
Who?
Bill Cohen, you back? It's been a while.
Bill Cohen.
Oh, okay. What do you got?
I just want to tell you this and that. Logan Paul is the one fighting you were talking about earlier. He's a cocksucking fuckbag.
Okay, I agree. Is that why you wanted to call, just to say that?
Well, you said earlier, you were like, I don't remember which the Paul brother, which one it was.
Yeah, because I don't care to remember. That's the thing. Like, I'm not even going to fill up space in my head to try to remember which one. They're one of the same, in my opinion.
Fuck him.
Yeah.
Fuck him. Fuck him either way. Fuck you, Logan Paul, and his fruity fucking brother. So boys.
Okay.
I think this is
What
Macho
are you guys drinking? I'm drinking fucking... Are you drinking tonight? Because I'm fucking drinking.
Do you ever watch the Astros, John? The Houston Astros are the worst team in baseball, in my opinion. And I'm testing right now. No, I'm doing a test right now. The Houston Astros just eat balls, and any fan of theirs is just the worst type of person, I would assume.
Fuck Roger Clemens in his ass.
No, seriously, who is this? Give us your real voice.
It's Joe Cronin. How you doing?
Oh, all right. Cronin, I thought you were actually someone from Texas.
I thought it was Macho Man.
All right. Well, look at this.
I told you I called last week. I didn't call, so I was like, oh, let me see what he's up to. Oh,
you've been on the show
and
since...
I turned you on. The first thing he said was, I don't know, Logan Paul.
You're in that world. Like, I remember when I was on your show, you guys laughed at me because I didn't know some YouTuber. But when it comes to the Paul brothers, they're fucking one and the same. I mean, does it matter who's who?
Well, I'll tell you what. You know what it is? I don't like Logan because he's boring. Like, they both suck. Like, there's no doubt about it. They both suck.
But Logan's like more of like the girly one. And
What?
he's kind of quiet, and he's like kind of I don't know, man. Like Jake's the loudmouth, and yeah, he's probably more annoying when it comes to it, but he's also the more confrontational one.
I was asking while we were watching the fight. I had my younger nephew over who's 11. Yeah, he's 11, and everyone else was my age, almost 40. So we have no idea, and I'm like, why? What do they do? Like, what are they famous for? I know they're on YouTube, but what do they do on YouTube?
Well, they came. They're dickheads. They came from the Vine. Remember Vine?
Yes.
They got huge on Vine for making these dumbass like videos. You know what I mean?
What
And
kind
they
of
had a
videos?
huge
Like
following.
sketches or pranks or?
I don't know exactly, but shit like you kind of see on TikTok now. Like they were like, I don't know, they were doing like party videos or something. I'm not really sure about that, but what I do know is they had just like 20 million followers
Isn't that
on
fucking
Vine
crazy?
or
Yeah,
something.
it's nuts.
Between the three of us and the people I've spoken to, none of us really know what they did. Isn't that fucking crazy?
No,
but
and honestly-
they're some of the most famous people on the planet. They're multi-millionaires, and we can't name a single thing they've
You
done.
know what's crazy? They win. And they win because they're getting all this
yeah.
attention and money.
They're great
So no
carnies.
matter what the fuck they do,
They are great
they're winning.
carnies.
Like, you know what I mean?
They're great carnies.
Yeah, what they did was diversified themselves like 70 times and rolled with the punches, so to speak, because it's hilarious. They, what I mean? Like they started making these basically party videos and music things on Vine. They get 20 million followers. Vine collapses. They tell their whole audience, come over to our YouTube channel. That's when they basically just, you know what I mean, play, fake it till you make it, take stuff, buy stuff, create these real world, MTV real world type of thing in a house that they bought, create this music. Remember they hit that stupid song? That's where they really became known
Dude,
to
honestly,
everybody.
the only thing I've ever heard of them before them boxing was the one brother went to the Japanese suicide ward and found. That's the only
That's the
time
only
I've
thing I
ever
know.
heard of
I
them
mean,
ever was that
I don't
one
have
thing.
kids and shit, so I don't fucking.
But even my kids are probably a little too young, and Anna, I think, is a little, like, I think she was on the cusp of, like, people who watch it and don't. So I think,
so they got big with the real young kids on Vine. And then when they released that music video, that Everyday Bro song, which was horrible, do you remember that? Because that's what really launched them.
I honestly have
So
no idea what that is.
Dude, look it up later. It's cringy as hell. It came out now, it's been 6 years, but...
I'm going to assume it's like a guy version of that Friday song. Remember Friday,
Yeah,
Friday.
exactly. Like, it's basically as cringy as that. So, I mean, these guys got popular on Vines. Then they got popular from a rap video that was cringy as hell. So bad that they got attention for it. Then they did that Team 10 house thing, whatever, where they had these different characters in the house making videos, and then they were making videos, and that's when after that the Suicide Forest thing happened. So it's like, dude, they went from one genre to another. Then they launched their clothing line, and so then they had all these kids, just tons of kids buying clothes, and
It's crazy.
fucking teenagers were flocking to their shit. And now the teenagers have grown up with them from the age of 11 to 18, 19. Now, they're doing boxing, so it's like they're continuously staying relevant in the minds of anyone who was their fans.
It's so crazy to me, too, that the whole boxing thing, like, I'm looking at it, and as an boxing lover, you know what I mean? The only reason why I'm still not is because what's the sport's turned into. You look at it and you're like, just what the fuck happened to the sport I love? Like, how could this be the main attraction in boxing now? Like, there's no good fighters out there. There's no one boxing that you could showcase other than these fucking jerk-offs.
How did they even get to Mayweather? Like, first fight, second fight, I want to fight.
You know what it
Mayweather.
was? They did the slow process of having a few little fights. Then the Askren thing happened, and that kind of put them on a larger scale where people are like, oh look, they knocked out a UFC guy, even though Askren is shit with his hands. He's a wrestler. But that kind of put them on the thing, and then Mayweather, hey, I can make a quick fucking $50 million doing this. Why the fuck not? Like, I understand Mayweather's reason for doing it strictly financially. You know what I mean?
Fucking showman.
But
on a show.
But my thing now, like, I look at Mayweather and I go, now this is one of the things you're remembered for and it tarnishes your career in my eyes. This kid should have been out in 30 seconds.
Why couldn't he just say, "Yeah, I'll do the rules," and just fucking knock the
should
shit
have
out
went
of him
in
like
there.
15
Well, it was
seconds.
a real fight. It was a real fight, and
Well, I think Mayweather knew he had to make him look good because that was part of the deal. I'm going to get almost all the money, but I'm going to put you over.
Well,
Yeah,
then if they didn't last, did they get less money?
no, the money was the money.
Okay.
Yeah, the money was the money.
Imagine if he had fallen. Like, I'm convinced that if Logan had fallen, that Mayweather would have had to fall at some point or stumble to try to keep it even, to sort of allow the kid to have this. He knew what was going to happen. Like, we're gonna say that we won and do this whole thing, and it doesn't matter because people will. There's no way they're going to make it. Like, people know even watching that Mayweather still won that, even though there was no winner. And if they actually hated each other and it wasn't some agreement, he would have knocked them out a long time ago. I mean, no doubt about it.
See, but if I'm Floyd Mayweather, right, and he grew up loving this sport, it's literally all he knows. Everything else, he's
I
a
would
complete
think it's
idiot about.
shameful.
Like, you would think he'd want to go in there and make an example out of this fucking kid.
Yeah.
Like, if Michael Jordan got tested by some YouTuber and actually accepted the one-on-one, he's not going to play nicely. Like, he's going to make an example out of this fucking kid to be like, look, this is our world. Stay the fuck out of it. And that's what, in my opinion, Floyd should have done. He should not have made he should have wiped the fucking floor with this kid and be like, look, now take your fucking brother, and get the fuck out of my sport. You're done here.
I agree. I literally thought that.
But he loves money. He loves money too much, and that's really what it is.
Yeah.
He loves money more than boxing, dude. That's what it is.
That's what's kind of fucking me up, because I hate Floyd so much, but I always respected the fact that he was a boxing purist. Like, he was, as much as his fights were boring, as much as he wasn't a warrior, he won, and he was great at what he did. There was no one better than Floyd Mayweather. Yeah, I will never take that away from him. But as far as being a human, he's the scourge and the lowest fucking scum of the earth. And that cemented it even more to me. That's something you've cherished for 40 whatever years.
Yeah.
That you've put your entire life in. You've worked your entire life to get where you were in that sport. And you're letting some fucking outsider in just as a freak show, as a fucking circus.
Is this how it's going to be, though, from now on? You know what I mean? Like, is this how they're going to fucking...
For boxing, maybe.
I think
because
they should
UFC hurt boxing badly.
Oh, yeah.
Like, once UFC became normalized and started showing up on Fox and started, the Ultimate Fighter happened, that hurt boxing so much that it's unrecoverable. Like, boxing can't recover from that, because it took probably 75% of their audience went, oh, I love boxing, but this over here is boxing plus more.
Yeah.
And people are actually fighting over
boxing-
here.
Yeah, boxing's become like the celebrity whatever exhibition thing to do now. So it's not the sport we remember. It is in gymnasiums places and in real underground areas it still might be, but the mainstream sport itself is completely different. Now it's this it's a sparring contest or almost wrestling, really.
Like, remember when the Olympic champion boxer would come home and, like, he'd be treated like a god? Like, when they were doing round 100 and round 115 on the docks in the fucking 120-degree weather. Yeah. And that shit was crazy. And you think of those guys and you see some of the pictures. That was brutal.
And that dude goes to wrestle with the other brother.
When they rigged it back then, it was like, if they rigged it back then, somebody would have to take a shot. Somebody would get waffled, so it had to look good, so you wouldn't really know. Now, all they have to do is just build it up and say they're going to fight, and nobody has to get hurt at all.
You knew when he took that fucker's hat that it was just fucking bullshit.
I knew from day one it was. Because this whole thing, ever since Conor, like, we all thought we were going to get a real fight with Conor.
Yeah.
And we all got worked for that.
Yeah.
And now, that's all boxing is to me. It's become WWE, just they actually punch in the face every now and then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But other than that, they probably get more hurt in WWE than Conor or Floyd did in their fight, and Jake Paul and Floyd in this fight, or Logan Paul, whichever one it was.
Yeah, that guy was in whatever. I don't know which one was fucking went to. What was the sense of going wrestling for viewers? He didn't do shit. He took a stunner. Was that right?
WWE celebrities whores, you know that.
Fucking ridiculous.
Joe, who they selling to? NBC or
Disney.
Or Disney?
I think they're bringing in a partner, and so I don't think they're actually going to sell. I think they're trying to bring in a big partner, like to actually join with them. I don't think they're straight up selling. But I think, like you said, they might bring in somebody from NBC and begin that, or a huge
If anything, it'd
partnership,
be
something
Ebersol,
like that. I don't
right?
think it's...
Because him and Ebersol, Charlie, they've been best friends for fucking 50, 40 years.
Yo, they do that shit. It's already fucked. You're gonna watch like you're gonna be watching like.
Dude,
it's
you
gonna
watch
be like
the
a
network
Marvel
now.
series.
They have commercial breaks on everything, but there's no commercial.
It's just gonna be a shit.
Have you noticed that, Joe? Are you there? Did we lose Joe? I think we lost Joe. But if you watch the network now, there'll be a match and something will happen, and it'll fade to black and then come back, and I'm like, why? What the fuck was that?
I don't know.
I'm like, this is a pay-per-view.
If you think it's a show now, when they put that thing, they're gonna do. It's gonna be like a fucking childish thing. That's what it's turning into now.
Well, that's what it is now.
I mean, a fucking doll, dude.
I mean, let's be honest. The whole show
Oh yeah.
always has been,
Yeah.
except for the 40 years. Sorry, Joe, we lost you. You back?
It's gonna be a fucking.
Hey, what's up, Ben? My call dropped. It's Joe.
Oh, this is not Joe. Who's this?
Joe Cronin.
Yeah, Joe Cronin, my ass. Who's this really?
Joe Cronin.
Is this Steve?
Joe Cronin.
All right. Do you want to say anything or?
Yeah, I have a major concern about this show.
All right, what's your concern?
I am a Christian white teacher from White Plains, New York. I want to know why you two gentlemen are not wearing a mask. Why don't you have plexiglass to bring,
Well, we blow each other after the show. I don't think the mask is really necessary at that point.
I have sex with hookers, dude. If I'm gonna get a disease, I would have had it already.
Yeah, my tongue was just in his asshole right before we went on.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! I can't believe y'all behave like that in your state-of-the-art studio. Anyway, I love the show.
Did this
Come
go
on.
better in your head? Did this work out better in your head than it is now?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, really, it wasn't that good.
Because
But,
it
like,
didn't work
who
out
is-
here.
Just say who it is and like talk normal. It's not even funny. At least be funny.
No,
about it.
this is my real voice.
Oh, I feel bad for you then.
Under the weather.
Okay, what do you got?
All right, thank you for
I
calling.
have Ebola.
Yeah, great. Thank you. Like people like that, just
He has Ebola.
like we let you do your thing. We give you the platform to do it. You know what I mean?
Dude,
But,
I have Ebola.
how do I call the number Skype? It's 631-317-2277. It's right there in the top left corner. So just if you want to call in, give us a call. Do Smoke. I don't know who Do Smoke is. Please let me call. Hey. Yeah, the number's right there in the corner for anyone who wants to call.
favorite.
Always is, always has been. But good to hear from Joe.
Yeah, I want to ask him. Call back if you get back on.
I enjoy Joe. I know, there's people out there that there's constant beefs going on constantly. But at this juncture of my life, I've made peace with everybody. I'm not in the mood to argue with people I don't even know. So thank you, Joe, for calling in. It was good to hear from you, pal, and look forward to hearing from you again soon. Yeah, right. What else did we did a lot of wrestling today. We always do when it's me and you, though.
I don't care. I don't even have to talk about it. I don't even.
I mean, we are on the brand. It's a wrestling thing. So every now and then, if we do a wrestling episode, I don't think it's the worst thing for us.
Yeah,
you
some
know?
guy wrote something the other day about Russo. He's like bugging out, and I go, dude, like, why do you care? Like, why do you have so much heat towards a writer?
Because they've been groomed to do that.
I'm like, you don't even work for the fucking company, bro.
Yeah.
And like, do you hate movies writers? I don't fucking
And it
get it.
used to be
and he
the
didn't
co-
answer me back. I got blocked. by
It used to be the cool thing back in the day, but now with so much information out, everybody knows the truth about Vince and, his contributions and, how, people will harp on the same four things: Judy Bagwell, Viagra on a pole,
Yeah, whatever.
put the strap on, and Arquette. The same four things. It's over and over, and people are like, "All right, but what he's done good
no.
outweighs the
That's-
bad by so much."
That's life. That's how everything. is.
Like I was just watching the McFoley thing, and he's talking about Vince. You watch anything on The Rock, Austin, all these people who are greats in our industry, Undertaker. They all have good things to say
But
about
some
them.
dude with a fake profile hates him. He don't even work for the company.
because Cornette told him to.
That's another guy.
You know what I mean? Or some guy or some old guy that he wouldn't put over. You notice it's the Ric Flairs of the world
He-
that won't put him over, or the Hulk Hogan's
I
because
don't
he
get
goes,
it.
"You've had your run."
I don't get into that shit like the Rock because like if the products, the end product goes to McMahon. So like you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So what do you even have a problem with? Look at the writing now. I mean, like it's worse than anything.
it's the worst thing ever.
So how do you
and
not
if
have
you
a
actually,
problem?
if you hate Vince, listen to him today and listen to him talk about the product and see how just his throwaway comments on him discussing wrestling today would make everything so much better. And to him, it's just a throwaway thing.
And
If he
everybody
actually
wants,
had time to sit and think,
and everybody wants edgy as shit. So what do they want? Like you don't want it? Do you want it? If you like, he
the
did edgy
edginess
as
can
shit.
never come back because the PC police
never.
are too crazy at this point. You can't do anything misogynistic. I'm surprised MVP's allowed to come out with bitches.
Yeah,
You know, I saw
Yeah.
that and I was like, wow.
yeah.
I'm surprised. Like, that's, in today's world, what are they, just trophies?
Yeah.
Instead of just going, no, he's a baller who gets bitches. Like,
Yeah.
why can't that just be
Yeah.
part of the fucking
You're
story?
a dude, and you have you're
Yeah.
supposed to be like the man, and you have women with
Like, I
you.
watched the Godfather Austin podcast.
It was good, right?
It was really good. But,
He's good, man.
dude, he was a pimp
I know.
who brought out hoes.
I know.
And he would offer the hose instead of wrestling. You know what I mean?
No.
Like, that.
But he was a pimp. He was really.
No,
Like,
he was
wasn't
never
he-
a
wasn't
pimp.
he like
worked at
a-
strip clubs
strip
and
club,
stuff.
that's what
Yeah,
it was.
I mean, I'm sure he was, into some seedy shit.
Yeah, he was.
He
like
owned some, and
yeah, that was it.
and
strip
he
clubs.
bounced at him like his whole life was strip clubs involvement somehow. Yeah, that's what he said to Vince. He goes, "I don't
Yeah.
need to be here. I can always go back
Yeah,
to
yeah,
wherever,
yeah.
and I got
I
money
think he
coming
still
in there."
probably
so-
owns strip clubs.
I think he said he finally doesn't anymore.
Okay.
Like he did up until pretty recently, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't that you smoked with him, right?
What?
You smoked with him?
No, Cruz that whatchamacallit did. Teddy.
My boy, the
Yeah,
barber.
yeah.
Yeah, right,
Teddy
right.
Teddy
right,
hung
right.
out with him.
That's who it was. Yeah, because you guys seen him at that Wrestle Fest.
Yeah,
in
Teddy
Queens,
hung out
whatever
with
it
him. Teddy had
was.
his number or something.
And everyone always says good things about that guy. But yeah, it was pretty crazy though. It was a good one. Definitely check it out. Here we go. Let's do something real quick. Italian artist sells invisible piece of art for $18,000.
Genius.
Who's the asshole that buys
Oh.
it? Like that's what I want to know. Like, send me that person, please.
It's nothing.
Because I got a bunch of shit I can.
It's
sell
like
this
just like a
person.
frame with nothing on it.
It's invisible art.
Beautiful.
Like it could literally just go, here it is.
Yeah.
Where's my check?
You might need you need someone to help you carry that. You gotta get a truck. For
I
it.
don't understand the person who bought what is the mind state of that
I don't
person?
know. Look at that. What is it exactly?
There's nothing there. I know. I paid $18,000 for that space of air. That's mine now.
I want to show you what I just bought.
Yeah.
Look at this. See, it's beautiful.
And you just want to smack the shit out of him and go, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Why don't you just give me like 18? Give me $5,000 and just rip, or then rip just rip your money up.
Washington State is offering a joint if you go and get the vaccine.
Yeah, they did that in Central Park a month ago.
They were offering joints?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
I mean,
No, yeah, and then I think
as a weed guy, I'm never going to go, I really need that joint.
yeah.
I
That's
really
what I'm saying, like
I really need that joint.
Fuck.
Like this is the problem with the pothead perception. They think potheads are stupid. And potheads are some of the smartest motherfuckers on the planet because they overanalyze everything and they overthink things and they run in a circle where you're double guessing your original thought and now you're on the other side of your original thought playing devil's advocate to yourself. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Would
would you get a shot for a burger? I don't even understand that.
Like, I honestly don't think I would be as knowledgeable and as quick-witted or as good as I am as having an argument and winning an argument if it wasn't for smoking weed.
I smoke it every night to go to bed.
Do you?
Yeah.
Like real weed to go to
No,
bed?
like that, right there.
CBD or real weed?
No, real weed.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you should.
Fucking pass the fuck right out.
Yeah. What do you get? You get an indica, right?
I think.
For you, it probably won't. Well, it might.
No, it don't even matter because it's sativa.
See, sativa.
And I still get knocked out. If I take like a full, like a good hit.
Yeah.
The other night I took one. As I take a little one, I'm like, whatever. I get a little, I feel good. If I take a nice fucking good hit, I'm
You're
adamant.
looking less
What?
wide.
I lose weight.
In a good way, though.
No, yeah, I'm leaning out.
You're trimming out. Stand up for a second. Let me get a look at you. Because I can notice the width
My boobs
is definitely, and your belly's not as big.
are bigger.
Yeah, but your width is not as wide, but it looks good.
No, yeah, I'm really not. I'm probably 15 pounds lighter. Than
Because when you were huge wide, you look awkward.
278.
Dude, you look so awkward though because you're so
252.
short. You know, and I'm a short guy, and for me to tell you you're short, you know, like
No, I feel like, you know.
I remember the
I
first time I
fluctuate.
met you, I was like, holy shit, look at the size of this
I
fucking
fluctuate. It depends on my workout.
guy. Yeah.
But what the fuck? Well, I can't put earphones on though.
It's all right. You don't need them anymore anyway. The calls are done. But, yeah. So you still work out every day?
A couple, like 5, I try.
How many hours you in there?
An hour. I'm out of there in an hour.
You
I
just
fucking
you
die
just
all
pushing
day at
weight?
work. Yeah.
You're not doing any
I do.
cardio?
Yeah, I've been doing cardio actually. I'm
Stairs
doing a
or
little
treadmill?
treadmill. Not that long. 10
I
minutes.
hate the stairs.
I don't like any of
I
it.
hate the foot thing, too. The What is it? The...
You hit it?
Yeah, I hit it. Super ugly. Super ugly. How are you?
Hey, man, how you
Oh,
guys doing?
shit. Tommy NC. Look at that. We got Joe Cronin calling a Tommy NC call all in one day.
He looks good, man.
He's looking quite
You
svelte.
look good, dude.
Also, you cutting down on some weight,
No,
brother?
I'm serious.
Yeah, I've been going to the gym and working out.
Nice. Very
You
good,
look,
brother.
you do. You look good. I'm not even fucking around.
Yeah, it's me and John tonight. Richie's not here.
I understand you guys are talking about Logan Paul and the Mayweather fight.
Yeah. Well, mostly, and then it turned into what are they famous for? And I know you definitely know. What are they famous for?
The famous four? Are you talking about in wrestling?
No, like what did they actually do on YouTube to make them famous?
I don't know who the famous four are.
No, the Paul
No, the
brothers.
brothers. What do they actually
Jake Paul,
do?
Logan Paul.
Oh, God. What are they famous for?
Yeah.
Just being idiots, basically. And Logan Paul blew up because he filmed a dead body.
See, that's the one I know. I know that. That's the only reason why I've ever heard of these guys was that incident.
Jake Paul, he got famous for being on Disney and then basically started acting like a thug.
What did he do
How
on
come
Disney?
nobody has said Disney until now? There we go. Disney. He's a Disney kid.
Yeah, he's a Disney kid. Like, he got famous
Okay.
for Disney, and then he started acting like a thug, and and then Disney just didn't like that, and they cut him loose.
Like Nick Cannon or fucking...
Thank you, Disney. Thank you for letting loose this abortion on us on YouTube. Like, that's Jake Paul, in my opinion.
Okay, so but that's funny because no one has said Disney to me up until just now. Now it all kind of makes sense. He's a Disney kid. He's one of these, Disney reject kids now that they threw away. Okay.
I didn't even know that was him, dude. He really does. I'm like, he looks good.
Tommy, yeah, dude, he's been working it hard. He's been going to the gym pretty religiously. I don't know lately. I've kind of been out of the loop lately, but I remember there was a point where you were going every day religiously.
Yeah, my father, as you know, my father passed away.
I had no idea. I'm very, very sorry
Sorry
about
about
that,
that, man.
Tommy. That's terrible. I'm sorry.
He was advanced leukemia. He had a flip chromosome in his body, and it was very vicious cancer. And this past year, he passed away from advanced leukemia.
I'm really sorry to hear that, Tommy. I'm very, very sorry. How's your mom holding up? Is she all right?
She's taking it in strides, and I've been coping with it, and it's every day that I have a piece of my heart that's missing.
Yeah.
Honestly. There's this guy that wants to call on your show. His name, you guys ever heard of him? D-E-Y. You guys know of him?
I have no idea who that is. No.
He wants me to pull him in to your show. Would that be okay
Who
with you?
cares? Go ahead, do it. Who cares?
Yeah, but if I hang up on you, you'll know why. So go ahead.
And it's not you.
Not like this guy?
I don't know who he is, but if he turns out to be someone I don't like, I'm hanging up. So.
Okay, I trust. Let me see if I can't remember how you invite people in here. I've never done this on
And
the
honestly,
phone.
we're wrapping up in 5 minutes, so
Rip my part.
Well, okay. If somebody Skype tries to call you and it's that name I told you,
Yeah.
he really call into your show. He just called me to ask me, he's like, you remember the Super Ugly Show? And I'm like, it had to remind me it's been a while since I've called you guys.
Yeah.
So to call you and talk to you about the Logan Paul stuff. Like
He wants to call and talk about that too. That's all right, dude. We've talked ad nauseum about this at this point. I'm done talking about them. Yeah. I was just curious as to why they were famous, but now that you've said Disney, now I got my answer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I would rather not talk about
But they
those
keep
kids.
talking like they want to get a fight. They're like the toughest guys in the world.
I know. Tyrone Woodley's gonna
It's
fuck
like
up.
annoying.
Tyrone Woodley's next.
Mayweather won that fight because if you look closely in one of the rounds, Mayweather knocked out Logan Paul, but he picked up Logan Paul for some reason.
Yeah,
And-
I saw that clip. I don't think it was a knockout. His eyes were wide open.
He won.
He didn't sleep, and he grabbed on to
He went up
Mayweather.
quick. He wouldn't have been knocked out.
He got flashed. It's what you call when you get flashed. You're not out. There's a flash of just like, whoa, what the fuck was that? It's not being knocked out,
It was
though.
like a lot of.
Because I watched the clip a few times, different angles. His eyes were open the whole time and moving. And then he grabbed onto Floyd. You're not grabbing onto someone when you're unconscious. We've
And
seen
your
how
legs
many
go.
people
Your legs
just
go.
drop.
Your legs
yeah.
are done.
Yeah. Your legs are the first thing to go out on you.
Still, Mayweather's still the champion, and Logan Paul's just a wannabe boxer. YouTuber.
Everybody hates this guy. It's
Yeah,
so funny.
yeah. All right, brother. Thanks, Tommy. We love you.
See you guys.
All right.
Bye.
Hello. Hello. Came and went. All right, I think we're gonna wrap things up here anyway. So, but shout out to Tom.
No question.
Super Ugly. Hello. 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 5, 4, 3. Exactly. I'm closing the Skype now. So if you're trying to call, last chance.
One more time.
Hello.
Hello. Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, what's up? Who's this?
Hello. Bill Hustles.
Will Hustles. All right, lower the background. I can hear myself.
Bill Hustles.
Yeah, I know that. You got to lower whatever you're listening to us on because it's echoing. All right, there you go.
now?
There you go. Good. Who's Will
Hi,
Hustles?
What's going on, guys? So, I wanted to kind of touch on the Paul/Mayweather thing real quick. I mean,
Real quick, let's go.
his last 10 fights have all been the same, where he's just hugging, throwing a punch here and there, and dodging. It's like, this guy's overrated to me.
I totally agree with you. Absolutely.
I don't think he's rated at all.
No, Floyd.
he
No,
just thinks-
Floyd.
oh,
Floyd.
Floyd.
Yeah. No, I agree. He's not a fun boxer to watch, but he's playing chess, so he wins. You got to give it to him for that. Is he a warrior? Is he a fighter, in my opinion? Absolutely not, but he's won all his fights, so. But like I said, I really don't want to harp on this too much. You got anything else you want to talk about, or?
I'm looking forward to the fight, actually, with Tyrone Woodley and his brother.
That's the one where I think this finally stops because Woodley's no joke and he's got hands.
Like he can't.
Yeah, and he's got, 30 fights under his belt?
Yeah, but no, Tyrone Woodley, he's a great all-around technician as far as UFC goes, but he's no Ben Askren with his hands. He can actually throw
When
with
is
his
that
hands.
fight?
I believe next month.
He's got to end it like quick and just.
Yeah,
done.
no, Woodley.
It's gotta be embarrassing.
Woodley's not going to play around with these kids. He wants to shut them the fuck up now.
Yeah, I don't understand why you want
How
to toy with that.
embarrassing if
Go ahead,
Tyrone
buddy.
loses.
What's that?
Jake already said that. How embarrassing would it be if Jake Paul actually wins?
I mean,
And it would be for Tyrone Woodley.
Anything's possible.
Everyone's got a
Two
puncher's
hands.
chance. You know what I mean? But
Two
I'm
hands and
hoping
two
it
fists.
doesn't go that way. All right, buddy, we're going to wrap the show up. We got to get out of here.
Thanks.
All right, thank you for calling in, brother.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye. All right, guys, that's going to be it for us. We're getting out of here. Super Ugly Show. Next week, Richie will be back. Anyone looking for Unfiltered Marriage, it's on hiatus. If Jess decides to do a show, she'll do it. If not, it's not. But shout out to Joe Cronin. Shout out to Tommy. Shout out to Will Hustles, right? That was his name?
Yeah.
Shout out to everyone that called in. Thanks for calling us. That's it, guys. Go to russosbrand.com right now and subscribe. It's only $3.95 a month, and you're getting brand new shows every single day from people like Shane Douglas, ODB, the beautiful people, Kevin the Taskmaster Sullivan, Stevie Richards, Bin Hameen. Who else we got? Dirty Dutch Mantel. everybody. There's everybody over at the brand. So go there right now, russosbrand.com, and subscribe. opradio.com. Head over to opradio.com and go buy some merchandise or check out the podcast or wherever you get your podcast, whether it be iTunes, Spotify, wherever you get it. He even does live Facebooks and Instagrams and YouTube stuff, and he's throwing people on with them. So go to Opie Radio wherever you can find him and check him out. You know, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, opradio.com, wherever. Love the Opster. Love the Opster. And, of course, Statement Games. Ooh, baby. Have you been around Mark lately?
No.
Oh,
You have?
I wish. I just want to get a smell of his neck.
I
just want to get close to him and just sniff right behind his ear.
I got to text him during the week.
But if you like playing,
I haven't seen him in
if you like placing prop bets on sports and playing for free where you can win real prizes, then go to statementgames.com. You can pay to play, but you don't have to. Check it out, statementgames.com. That's it for us, guys. We'll see you guys next Tuesday. Peace.